Went to University of Mary. For you guys that don't know, it's a school in North Dakota. Went up there. I thought I had a brilliant off season. I worked out with the team at Klein Collins, Casey, and lifted weights, ran a lot during the summer, had a little fun here and there, hung out with my boy Isaac. Then I went off to school, left everybody, and this was, other than Washington, the first time when I was really on my own. Went up there, man, and fucking blew everything off. Went up there thinking that it was all a game, it was all a joke, the environment sucked. I was one of the only few black kids again, and the weather was terrible. The girls were different, all the same shit. Wanted to talk to many people, nobody wanted to talk to you. My accent was different from most again, and it was just something like the same thing in Washington, but it was different because I was on my own and I was alone. Went up there, man, didn't really go to class much, blew off some of my money and shit like that, and it was just crazy. Football team, players didn't like me. I was the only black quarterback again. I wasn't studying the playbook. I wasn't putting in extra work. I was just shitting all over the place. Like, it was just nothing but shit. It was a shit fest for me. And then next thing you know, man, they moved me from quarterback. I went to receiver. I did pretty good there, but still players just didn't like me. They just didn't like me. A lot of people told me to this day that one of the reasons that they didn't like me is because they felt like I had some type of ego thing going on. Like, I carried myself in a certain way that, hey, look, I'm the leader. You're going to sit back and you're going to watch me shine and shit like that. I used to be that person. I can't do it no more. Went through this whole, phase of seeing how football and college football was. The scholarship was terrible. I had to work it off by working on, I think it was called work study or something like that. It was just a terrible environment, man. The friends I ended up having were fake. They were a group of girls. They tried to tell me what to do this, do that. It was all shitty. It was all terrible. And then that's when race came in the picture. Let me scoot you over a little bit right here.
For sure.
Yeah, we good, man.
So you want to be on this side?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
How you guys doing? I am honored and appreciative of my man Nathan Kouamu from the Houston Dynamos, a team that won 2 championships back-to-back their first years, and he is on the team. He has handled a lot of adversity to get to where he is today, and he has happened to be a guest on my web series called Road to Publicity. This is my man Nathan Kouamu. On this episode, you guys are going to see a lot of me handling a lot of adversity, and my man Nathan Kouamu talking me out of it. We did a few training moves. We did a lot of things today, and I'm honored to have him with me today, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem. Anytime, man.
Oh, for sure.
For all those people out there, man, I'm kind of a motivator, and I know you motivate a lot of people, telling people your story. For all those people out there that don't know, man, can you please tell them what you had to go through to get to where you are today?
It's a long road, but at the end of the day, when you get to the top, you feel like all the effort that you put in was just a way to get to where we go. So it was hard,
Yeah.
I was trying out, make it out of 400 people. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I think I have to work hard to get to wherever I want to get. Yeah. I'm not there yet, but I still have to work hard every day and see from there.
Definitely, man. Definitely. This is the Road to Publicity, featuring my man Nathan Kouamu. He's going to be on episode number 7. Nathan, man, how do you feel about being a part of this web series, man?
Oh, it's a pleasure. You know, I checked you out. I checked the website
Appreciate it,
a few
man.
weeks ago, and I was like, oh, it's very inspirational. So when you hit me up, I was like, man, I have to do this.
Appreciate it, man.
So, yeah,
Definitely, man.
It's a pleasure to be here,
Oh,
man.
no problem. Pleasure having you, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
No problem. Nathan
All right.
Kuwamu,
Yes,
Reggie
sir.
Haynes, and we're signing off. Thank you guys for watching.
Sure. Make sure to check it out.
Definitely, man.
All
Appreciate it, man. I had a roommate. His name was Caleb, and then I had another roommate. My name was nameless. It was one night I went out with the girl. I stayed out later than usual with the girl, and I didn't know that the other guy liked her. I did not know. Came out late, and I called my roommate through the back door. Now, with our rooms, the way our dorm rooms work, if you come late, you better sneak in through that back door, or the deans or whatever they call them, the head of the facility is gonna come and catch you, and they're gonna write you up. Snuck in, roommate opened the back door. I wasn't banging on it or nothing. I barely, I called him actually. I didn't even knock. He opened the back door and let me in. So, you know, we're laying in bed, and we had bunk beds. He gets on top. I was on the bottom of the bunk bed, and he's talking. And he's like, so how was it? And I was like, oh man, it was cool, it was cool. So next thing you know, the other roommate comes from his side of the room, because it's a split room. So he comes through our door and was like, damn man, you need to learn how to come home on time. You waking us up, you fucking nigger. You know, don't be coming here late, you fucking nigger. And he looked at me, and he stared at me with like a rage in his eye. A part of me wanted to whoop the fuck out of this kid, cause I know I could. All the rage and everything, I was probably gonna kill this boy. Another part of me was like, man, Reggie, you know, just cool it, man. You got too much to ride for, man. Come on, man. You could go to jail and shit like that. Another side of me just froze up, because this dude, we was cool. Me, him, and my other roommate, Caleb, we were like the three amigos, man. We always hung out with each other. We always did things with each other and everything. So that happened, and it was just frustration, all over the place, It got reported that he called me a nigger. I didn't tell many people, but what I did do was I never went back to that room again, because I was afraid if I went back to my dorm room, I was gonna whoop his ass.